Yeah, son. There's mad kids out there getting cream for the 9-5, bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. You know, shoot the game going for mine. And this is the year when mad cats get real. I'ma spark this line, kick the real. Bang him out. With all this chaos in the realms of the street, your local street dog got to make ends meet. The average Joe's far too slow for this getting pro. You better know, when I hit the streets, I like to glow, I like to glisten. And at the same time, stay low, listen, motherfuck the fame. I'm pursuing the dope. My stilo is symbolic to a kilo. Cash is popping, coke is cooking, beats copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that's used to living rich is now a sticky kid, caught up in a ditch. In 94, Giuliani kicked down the door. In 95, niggas quit to stay alive, peeling caps while I'm laughing in the stats, the foe in the hat, Remy in the glass, spark the boom, then I blast. They wanna confine me, sneak up from behind me, bust a cap in my back and put me where they can't find me. They hate to see a young player pay. I don't want to see that. They rather see him spray. But I'm like Diddy, a Terminator, squeezing lead off, doing verbs and nouns like rounds to blow your head off, hitting up spots, heating up blocks, investing in stocks like Colombian blow crops. I'm out to get green, and ain't no doubt in my mind. Fuck this bullshit, I'm hit, I get down for mine. I get down for mine, you get down for this. If you want to put your hands in the air. I get down for mine, you get down for this. On the regular, check, no fair. I get down for mine, you get down for this. If you want to put your hands in the air. I get down for mine, you get down for this. On the regular, check, no fair. I ain't wanna be a play. I ain't some place you bet. Let's play a game of real nigga roulette. With this a DOA as I spray the melee. Contact and punctuation is compared to AK. You in a day, overdose for pure funk. I'm fucking off like Tommy Gibb. My karma's a blue smoke. Decapitated rappers in my trunk. I'm sick, pumping skunk, bouncing with my click, popping mega jump. I'm getting back when these clouds be zigzagging. Once you talk about putting keys, come on, you're nickel bagging. I'm blasting off wings, making dollars, believe it, you see. I was packing heaters when Jordan was banging cheerleaders. Ain't nothing changed, it's still the same in the rap game. I'm known for banging rookies out the frame. Y'all forgot who was the pimp from the start. Sipping vintage wine, eating all a cup. I'm phenomenal from the abdominal. Thoughtful, comical lyrics are sticking the brains like barnacle. Never sleep. I'm bringing the drama to the street with techniques and rolling in fleet. Ain't nothing sweet about the street, so I'm poetically ill. I'm pure like cook up and lyrics shine like fish scale. I got the banger at your throat and you ain't showing no signs. Can't deaf, let them know I get down for mine. I get down for mine. We get down for this. If you want to put your hands in the air. I get down for mine. And we get down for this. On the regular, shake it, no fear. I get down for mine. And we get down for this. If you want to put your hands in the air. I get down for mine. And we get down for this. On the regular, shake it, no fear. I get down for mine. 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 And we get down for this. On the regular, shake it with no fear.
All right, all right, all right. What's going on? This is a broadcast of the Ebony Star Network, sponsored by the E Nation. Shout out to the Dame on the ones and twos, all the way from Atlanta in her little ladies' night retreat. I was talking to her yesterday. She was goosed up. She was having a drink for the Black Night. Y'all know my favorite drink is Grey Goose. Dame was goosed up last night, getting all giddy. Dame, are you there? Hold on, let me see if she's still here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, what's going on? Auntie is in the building.
Hey,
You want to tell
Auntie.
everybody, what good time you're having real quick before we get on with the show?
Yeah, yeah. Relaxing, chit, chit-chatting, catching up, plane tours.
All right, all right.
hmm
You didn't mix that with that goose, though, did you?
Well, I found out Grey Goose does not go well. with pineapple orange juice. Yeah, don't mix those. Thinking of goose and juice, not pineapple orange. I'm doing fine, Auntie. We're doing some final preparation so we can leave out first thing, and then we're gonna play cards. Yeah. So, yeah, I miss y'all and everything, but I did need it to relax a bit. So, so I'm leaving y'all in the hands of the Black Knight.
Damn, you went
Uh,
all out.
oh, y'all couldn't hear me?
No.
Whoa. Okay. I guess my phone don't want to cooperate. Okay. Okay, let me try it from the top. I said, we getting all the small stuff out of the way so we can leave out first thing, and then after we get through, we're gonna play some cards. hmm
Auntie wants to know how is your aunt holding up since you've been gone.
I think she needed a break from me because she sounds so cheery when I call to let her know that another aunt called me and that she was on the way to the house and stuff like that. So I think she needed a vacation from me for a little bit. So
All right. All right, we getting
Mhm.
ready to get on with the show. So that's the dame on her little retreat all the way from Atlanta. All right, so apparently you can hear us, right, Auntie? So I'm getting ready to get the show started. All right, everybody, this is Gangsta Talk. Ladies' Night will be back next week. What's going on, Deacon? All right, Ladies' Night will be back next week. As a matter of fact, Deacon, glad you're in here because you was up there. Get ready to tell y'all about the clash I had with. Now, let's get this thing cracking. Y'all know me. Y'all know I don't like dating coaches. You know I think dating coaches are worthless Negroes who do nothing but exploit young black men, right? So, and the one that I despise the most, I actually had a run-in with on the RBR network, right? On the Real Brother Network. Deacon was there too. Deacon can tell you also how it kind of went down. I was up on the panel with RBR. I didn't even know he was coming up there. Now the cat I'm talking about goes by the acronym A.R.C. Alan Roger Curry. Okay. Now he came up on the panel. I confronted him, told him that I watched this stuff. I thought that he didn't do anything to help young black men. As a matter of fact, I think he's a detriment to young black men. Now, every time you put somebody's feet to the fire, their retreat is always, "What are you doing for so and so?" That's one. That's their go-to line. What are you doing to help? Even though they ain't doing nothing to help, their go-to line is, "What are you doing to help?" Which is a distraction. Then they go to all the stuff they did in the past that you can't really verify, right? Then they start talking about disrespect. And I noticed that these kinds of people who ain't about crap, they always hang around other bad people. And they're going to give other bad people all kinds of status. They won't work with no real brothers. They won't work with nobody real. They always work with the people that they feel that they can get something from, or somebody that's going to bring some kind of controversy so they can get a little bit of exposure, right? Now, Alan Roger Curry is a self-proclaimed dating coach. And yeah, nigga, I'm talking about you if you're listening. It's social media. Everybody gets talked about on social media. I don't know what people, first of all, I don't know what anybody be thinking when they come up here thinking that nobody's going to talk about you. How is that not supposed to happen? It's social media. That's all we do on social media is talk about each other, talk about things, talk about people. So how the hell are you coming on social media thinking that no one's going to say anything about you? As small as my channel is, people talk about me like a dog. Okay, so what's going on? So anyway, let me tell you what went down. So I confronted him, and he did this, the usual emotional, freaked out, yelling and screaming at the top of his lungs, showing how weak he is. I'm not, moved by any of that. It's social media, bro. I'm not even tripping. Then comes back on, then jumps off the panel because he can't really answer what I'm saying. Then comes back on, try to talk slick out the side of his face about generations and how if you said certain things to people that was disrespectful, somebody would steal on you, somebody would go in your mouth. Again, unfazed by all of that. So I said to him, I said, as far as generation, brother, I'm 54. He said, well, you should know better. Well, I do know better. You should know better too. Now here's it. The funny thing about that whole exchange, right, was he was more concerned about being disrespected than actually giving a damn about what's happening to our young black boys. When I brought up the fact that we got these boys out here and their minds are messed up, and they're out here killing babies and killing women, killing themselves and shooting everybody that moves, his response was, he don't do anything to contribute to that. But you see, my response is, you don't do anything to contribute to stopping that. But you see, these types, right, when you put their feet to the fire, they want to go and say, well, I'm not responsible for these guys, or I'm not responsible for their actions. Well, you call yourself a dating coach. You're not responsible for teaching them how to meet girls either. That's their daddy's job. It's the job of the father to teach his boys about girls and to teach his boys how to talk about girls. That's the father's responsibility. So that's not stopping you from exploiting them because you obviously don't give a damn about them. You're not trying to, you don't give a damn about their state of mind. You don't care what woman that you're putting in danger by teaching these boys to go out and get a girlfriend and their minds are unstable. You're putting some woman somewhere, you're putting her life in danger and her child in danger, possibly her whole family. These young boys are absolutely crazy right now. They don't need any dating coach. They need fathers. They need guidance. They need instruction. They need discipline. They need integrity. They need respect. They need to learn how to respect and protect. They don't need damn dating coaches. And to me, being a dating coach is nothing but a cop-out. You see, because when people ask you what you're really doing in the community, and it's time for you to step up and be a real black man and be a real leader in the community, you fall short of that. So you go around the clock and you create some old phony ass profession like a dating coach to where you don't have to be accountable for anything in the community, and you try to make it look like you're doing something worthwhile for black people and for young black men when you're absolutely doing nothing. A dating coach means absolutely nothing to black people. It means absolutely nothing to young black boys. And then when you got guys like this who seem to ride off of this, these so-called, gurus of women, these self-proclaimed know-it-alls about women, claiming they got the right combination, they got the right pickup lines, they got the right this, and that. You see, as black men, that should be the last thing on our mind, chasing vagina, chasing the punani. That should be the last thing on our mind because see, as black men, we don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. And let me tell you how destructive this is. We also had another young brother up on the panel, and Deegan was up there too because Deegan is really getting. Shout out to the Deacon getting in RBR's ass over there. And we had a young brother named Zeb or whatever his name was, 30 years old, right? His mind is completely effed up. His whole mentality about black people is absolutely nothing. His whole understanding about black culture is pump and dump. See, this is why these dating coaches who exploit guys like this are so goddamn dangerous and such a detriment to our young black men. And these guys make names off of destroying young black men. And they think they're cool. I mean, he blew up at me. Nobody know you. I don't know you. Nobody knows you. Don't nobody know you. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. See, apparently old boy had a problem with being confronted about him being worthless and being a detriment to our young black youth, our young black men. He had a problem with that. See, I don't get into all the howling and screaming on social media. It's social media. I can't put my hands on you through the phone. I can't put my hands on you through the computer. So I don't get into all of the threats. I don't get into all that. I'm gonna whoop your ass and how I don't do any of that. I don't mind an intense argument. If it's a good argument, it's okay to have an intense argument if it's a good argument. If you're arguing about something worthwhile, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's actually healthy. But when it's all of this Tony Tough talk, all this huff and puff and blow your computer house down. See, I'm not interested in all that. See, if I'm not anywhere where I could put my hands on you, I'm not going to get into it with you. It's social media. I'm not here to raise up my blood pressure or blow a blood vessel or drop dead or any of that stuff. Okay? And my feelings don't get hurt. So you don't do nothing for me or to me when you say, don't nobody know you, don't nobody watch you, don't nobody listen. I don't care. Eventually they will. I keep pushing at it, eventually they will. Eventually my message is going to start getting to people. People are going to figure out that I'm really about something. I really care about my people. And eventually I'm going to attract like-minded black people. Apparently, Mr. A.R.C. don't care anything about black people. All he cares about is making money off of young black men. He don't care about what state of mind they're in. He don't care who they hurt. He don't care what woman they go out there and kill. He don't care what baby they go out there and shoot. That's not his concern. That's not his responsibility. Even though teaching these men how to get girls, well, that's not his responsibility either. But he has no problem making money off of it. And what kind of answer is that? How about that answer, right? When I told him that these young boys are out here killing babies and killing women, how about this answer? I do nothing to contribute to that. How about that? Is that not a coward? Or a person who just don't give a damn? I do nothing to contribute to that. And you do nothing to contribute to stopping that either. And you have no problem exploiting that. So he teaches, so you got boys running around here with no guidance, no fathers, no understanding, have no regard for life. You teaching them how to get girls. You don't realize that you may be putting that girl's life in danger, a child in danger if she got one, a family in danger, because these boys done lost their mind. They're out here killing infant babies now. They're shooting infant babies with high caliber weapons. And you want to teach them how to get girls? That's the most important thing, is teach them how to get girls. You need to teach them to stay away from girls right now. These boys, our young black youth right now, majority of them aren't fit to be with a girl, aren't fit to be with a woman, not mentally fit. And right now, I suggest no youth should be taught to go after some girls right now. There's too much going on. We got too many problems to fix. We got to bring about some goddamn mental stability in our youth first before we do anything else. These boys are flat out crazy and they're dangerous. And that is the job of us as black men, to deal with that, not to sweep it under the rug, not to, well, I'll get to it later, not to act like we don't know it exists, and not to exploit it and make money off it because we just don't give a fuck about them or the lives that they destroy because they're mentally unbalanced. So A.R.C, Alan Roger Curry, had a problem with all of that. Instead of addressing that, he was more concerned about being disrespected. And came up there and gave some fucking sideways speech about his past so-called accolades and achievements that nobody can verify. Talked about him and the Curry brothers being in Gary, Indiana. Talking about he was a counselor. Why didn't you stay a counselor? What made you leave being a counselor? Something we can actually use. These boys can use a counselor. If that is what you were, why did you leave that? That right there is more effective than you being some pimp teaching young boys how to get girls and taking money out of their pocket and not giving a damn about their state of mind, which is what we should be worried about. These boys are dangerous. They're dangerous to be around. Their minds are unstable. Their emotions are unstable. Shouldn't be teaching them how to get girlfriends right now. They're not fit to be anybody's boyfriend or man or whatever you want to call it. They're not fit for that. These young boys have no regard for life. That's something that we need to address. That isn't something that we should take lightly or something that we should pay no attention to or something that we should back off of and say, well, I do nothing to contribute to that. Funny how you want to be a black man, and not only a black man, but a famous black man with a name, a black man with accolades, and you want people to revere you and respect you when you are exploiting black people and it works for you and it put money in your pocket. But when somebody asks you to be a real black man and be the elder that you are and put down some counseling and some teaching and be concerned with the mental and emotional state of our young black boys, oh, now all of a sudden you don't want to be black. Now all of a sudden it's about disrespect. Now all of a sudden you want to dish out some disrespect. I find that funny. And people like this want you to respect them. When they pull moves like this, on one hand, it's, you see, I don't mind having a conversation. But you see, with me, it's not going to be ordinary conversation. I'm going to ask you the tough questions. I'm going to confront you because I'm not afraid of you. I'm going to confront you. I'm going to ask you things that you don't like. We're going to talk about things that you don't like. We're going to put you to the test. We're going to question you. I'm going to question you. And we're talking about, well, who am I to say this? I'll tell you who I am. I'm a black man who's very successful financially. I teach young brothers how to do what I do because I really care about you. See, when you really care about somebody, you want for them what you have for yourself. And you don't exploit them because they may be weak in a certain area or they may be ignorant in a certain area. This man makes money off of stupidity and ignorance. And you think that that's some kind of badge of honor. So a lot of you guys go to these European colleges and get schooled on how to make money off of stupidity and ignorance. And he's no different. The battle didn't last for long because clearly he was no match for me. Didn't really want to face me, as none of the manosphere cats do, or cats who sympathize with the manosphere. I'm well aware of how I sound. I'm well aware that I may say something that may trigger your anger. But I'm willing to have that conversation. See, I ain't got no problem backing up what I'm saying. Y'all gonna run me nowhere. But you see, when it comes down to it, right? You say you're a dating coach. That in itself is worthless. That tells you right there that he does nothing for black people. So if that's the case, then you probably wouldn't be surprised at his answer, right? When you ask him, what are you going to do about these boys killing these babies out here? And his answer is, well, I do nothing to contribute to that. Basically, I don't give a fuck. Hey, these boys out here killing girls. They're out here killing mothers. They're out here shooting themselves. They're shooting newborn babies with high caliber weapons. I don't give a fuck. I do nothing to contribute to that. I don't give a fuck. That's what that means. I don't give a fuck. That ain't my fault. It ain't my responsibility. Again, it ain't your responsibility to teach them how to get girls either, but that's not stopping you. All these goddamn hypocrites, all these phonies with these fucking names. Alan Roger Curry, fuck out of here. You exploit young black men. I'm supposed to respect that? You got the nerve to want some respect, knowing that you're a piece of shit, knowing that you're full of shit, knowing that you don't do a goddamn thing, but add to the fucking problem. You got the nerve to talk about some fucking respect and disrespect. You disrespecting black people. Fuck are you talking about? Fuck you mean? And you know what? And you know what? And it kills me with people like this, right? They think they've accomplished something in life. Okay? See, if all thing you've done in life is accomplished being able to talk to women, then as far as I'm concerned, you've accomplished nothing. It's not hard to learn how to talk. We should be able to learn how to talk to women on your own. That's not an accomplishment. So you've accomplished nothing. As far as I'm concerned. What is that supposed to mean? You're a dating coach. These boys need fathers. They need guidance. They don't need dating coaches. And a dating coach, especially a black one, to me, is just another worthless black dude in a community that care nothing and do nothing for his people or his community and does not have any leadership skills. Could lead a person out of a goddamn corner. So, and I hope this gets back to him. I'm not afraid of him. I wasn't afraid of him on a RBR's channel. I'm not afraid of him now. So, Mr. Curry, if you're listening, anytime you want to come up here on Gangsta Talk, you know what I'm saying? You can pull up in my chat. We can do this anytime you want. Got no fear. I don't even have no respect for you, to tell you the truth. So understand that if you do come up, don't have no respect for you. I don't respect motherfuckers that exploit our people. White people exploit us. You got black people exploiting us too. I don't respect that. That's nothing for me to respect. And again, with all the problems that the youth have, they out here shooting each other, killing each other. They can't build nothing. They can't maintain anything. And you got the nerve to come by and take what little coin that they do have out of their fucking pocket and sell them a fucking dream about talking to women. They're already fucked up in the head. Not giving a damn about if you do go use your tactics and talk to a girl, you don't realize the danger that you put her in because she's mentally and emotionally unstable. See, other races of men, I've been in different countries. I've broken bread with other races of people. I've lived in their countries for a number of years. I lived in China, Japan. I lived in Singapore. So I got to really see firsthand how different races get down, especially Asian races. I was also in Brazil for quite a bit of a time. I was in the Dominican Republic. And I've got to see how other races of men teach their young boys. You know something? I noticed that they don't teach their boys how to get girls. They teach their boys how to make money, how to start businesses. They teach them how to get education. They teach them how to acquire resources, how to conquer, how to go out there and tear shit up. Some of them even teach their boys how to steal. But the last thing on their mind is teaching their boys how to get girls. You come to black dudes, the only thing they're interested in is teaching their boys how to get girls. And the boys are fucked up. They don't teach their boys how to gather resources, how to create work for themselves, how to conquer, how to build profitable businesses. They don't teach them none of that. Like I said, when you look at Zeb, right, he's 30 years old. First of all, I thought he was like 19. What is up with these 30-year-olds that sound like kids? That is the fifth 30-year-old black man that I ran into that sounds and has the mentality of a fucking kid. I thought I was talking to a kid up there. Now, it could be that I'm older, I'm 54, but God, I'm thinking I'm talking to a kid. I'm thinking that he's barely old enough to be on social media. I thought he was like 18 or 19 years old. What is it with these 30-year-olds who sound like fucking, like they just graduated from high school? Or in some cases, like they still in high school. So, I mean, when you put these guys to it, now you look at the black man on social media, he's been reduced to a whiny, crying, Gossiping little wench. If you notice the behavior of a lot of black men on here, they act like women. They run back and tell each other, they snitch on each other. Ooh, so and so is talking about you. And they show up, yo, you got your name you got my name in your mouth. You talking about me? Yeah, so what? It's social media. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. But sit up here and argue and holler and scream, which isn't going to amount to a hill of beans. See, they think they're doing something because they can yell louder than you. They think that they're doing something because they can talk louder than you or they can overtalk you. They let their feminine traits show. See, a lot of brothers on here are showing their feminine side. Ain't too many brothers on here showing their manly side. I keep running to the brothers who do nothing but want to tap into their feminine side. Act just like right, and act just like a woman. They want to overtalk you. They want to be immature. Now, what kills me is they claim to be the ones who are the most mature. They claim all the intellect. No one else has any intellect but them. They done claimed all the intellect in the world. They done took intellect from everybody. Everybody. What's that song? You can tell everybody. Go and collect intellect from everybody. Go and tell everybody. I got it all, I got it all, I got it all. I got it all, I got it all, I got it all. Yeah. They done took everybody's intellect. Nobody has any intellect but them. And they are the most mature. But yet they act the most unmature. And speak with the less sense. And again, when you confront these people, their go-to is, what are you doing for the community? No, we ask you, what are you doing? You're the one that's out here with your setup. I don't claim to be somebody I'm not. Everybody that knows me I'm just Max. Yes, I'm a successful black man, and I teach brothers how to do what I do. I drive a truck for a living, and I make a lot of money. I teach brothers how to do what I do to be successful. I teach young brothers how to be gentlemen. I teach young brothers how to have respect for their mothers, their women and children. Teach them how to protect their women and children. Teach them a lot of things. But I don't claim to be any guru. I'm a very humble man. I'm no better than anyone in this room. I don't think I'm above anybody in this room or anybody that come to my channel. I didn't even call myself the Black Knight. That name was given to me by a black woman named Christine Williams. Well, I haven't seen her in a long time. She hasn't been on social media. Hopefully everything is all right with her. But that name was given to me by a woman. You see, when you doing what you're supposed to do, I said to y'all before, queens make kings, right? A king don't make himself. A queen makes a man a king. In order for you to become a king, you have to be able to do the things that a woman will see that's becoming of a king. When she see those things, that's when she'll name you a king. See, we are made by our women in every sense of the word. We don't want to understand that. We don't want to acknowledge that. But we're made by our women in every sense of the word. They give birth to us and they make us who we are. Yes, our fathers had some hand in guiding us, but ultimately we are made by our women. We are kings because our women make us kings. How do we become kings? We protect, we provide, among other things. And who are we protecting and providing for? Our women. So the Black Knight moniker was given to me by a black woman because of my behavior and my actions towards black women. So I'm not out here tooting the horn saying I'm better than somebody. Now, what me and Alan Roger Kirby do are quite different. He lies to boys and take their money because he don't care about them and he don't care about them ruining anybody's life. All he care about is a little bit of money. At the time, AR. I don't know what you mean by that. But anyway, and so I teach young boys and young men how to be gentlemen, how to secure resources, how to become financially successful. The way I've done it, because I know the way I've done it works because I'm successful. Okay? I don't claim to know about things that I have no experience in. All right? So, and before I go on, let me just say to everybody who's looking for Ladies Night will be back next week. The Dame is on vacation, and so is Abby. Abby is down for the count. A network has went out. So it's just me here, the Gangsta Simp. And I thought I'd do a little gangster talk to keep you guys, honest until next week. And I thought it'd be very interesting to tell you about my run-in with Alan Roger Curry. And if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that he's the one that I despise the most. Because I believe that he's nothing but a pure charlatan and he's weak. And he's a liar. And yeah, I said it. It ain't like I'm talking about how the man's back. I already had a run-in with the man. So-called, panel to panel. Like I said, I wasn't afraid of him then, and I'm not afraid of him now. So I don't care if he hear this or not. Makes no difference to me. We can do it any way you want it. We can do it on my panel. We can do it on your panel. But these guys don't want to deal with nobody who has straight truth. It's all about manipulation. It's all about exploiting people. It's all about getting a quick buck. That's one of the biggest problems with us right now. We're losing. We're in last place. We don't seem to give a damn about that. Like I said, when you look at Zeb, his mind is already shot. He said that there's nothing about, he said, nobody cares about love anymore in relationships. He's hooked on a program called Tinder, to where they make a profile within an hour or something. They're having sex with some woman that they never met before, which I think is dangerous, but according to them, they don't care. And that's what they into. Pumping and dumping. They don't care nothing about raising families. They don't care nothing about loving the woman that they with. They don't care nothing about none of that. Pumping and dumping. Well, you got guys like Alan Roger Curry making money off of that, exploiting that. So let me see what's going on here in the chat. My chat's a little bit behind. Kendall Rowland, what's going on? Princess Z. Hoghead Cheese. I haven't seen that person in a minute. Not even sure who that is. Okay. Looks like my chat is frozen up.
Um, Hoghead Cheese was saying that by the time it came, at the time ARC came on the panel, you and RBR and the panel was talking about some serious stuff affecting black community. Then ARC started talking about dudes can get laid.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing about it is, you see, when I confronted him, right, and he got all, if you was there for the whole confrontation, he got all irate and started freaking out and all that. See, because these guys don't want to face the truth that this so-called profession hurts young black men. Like you said, we was involved in a heavy discussion about the black community. His whole thing was just getting guys laid. Dude, these young boys are effed up. Trying to get them laid, you're gonna get somebody killed. We got to sit these boys down. We got to, black men, we got to reel these young boys in and start straightening their minds out. Right now, they are not fit to be in a relationship with a woman. Teaching them to go out there and get laid should be the last thing we doing for these boys. That should be the last thing. If that's all we're doing, then we don't care about them. I mean, we don't care about the women whose lives that they're going to ruin. Yeah, Princess Z, but we know that. But you see, the young ones are the ones that are more devastated. I'm not saying the older guys aren't harming women either, right? But you see, the reason why the youth is so devastating because that's the way that we can stop it. See, if we get a hold of the youth, we can put an end to it, and there won't be no older guys harming black women. That's why the youth is so important. That's why I'm banging on this because they are the key. Because those young dudes are going to turn into old dudes who are going to be killing black women. That's why it's so important to go after them. That's why everybody is attacking the young. All these evil people out here are attacking and focused on young people. They got heavy attacks on these young people. Because them old guys you're talking about, they was young at one point. So now this youth right here, taking in all this bullshit, they're going to get older and they're going to be the ones out here that's even worse than what you see now. Running around here killing women, killing men. Damn, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Give me a second. I froze. I gotta come back. Go out and come back in.
Okay. Okay. I Hi Hoghead Cheese, Princess Z, Kendall Rowland. Yeah, if you read back in the chat, Mika, hi, and the Deacon, Tim Harvey. Oh yeah, I'm on a retreat vacation, so they've been bringing up the youth. They think they're going they something good when they doing more harm. Yeah, yeah. I need to teach these boys. Hey, get yourself together first before you go um looking for a girlfriend or a woman. There's all kind of stuff you need to do. Get a job, get your paper right, get some goals, make some plans.
Yeah, you're right there, Hoghead Cheese. He wasn't used to being called out. You see, let me tell you something about A.R.C, right? You hear some people say that there's a difference between niggers and black people. A.R.C, that's a nigger pretending to be a black person. That's a nigga. He don't give a fuck about nobody but himself. He see what the fuck going on out here because he acknowledged it. See, because when I brought it to him about these young boys are fucked up and they're out here killing babies, out here killing, women, he acknowledged it by saying, I do nothing to contribute to that. So that tells you right there that he see this shit himself too. But he don't give a fuck. That's not a black man. That's a nigga. That's a nigga. Because if he were a black man, he'd do something about it. He used his platform to try to teach the right things. I use this platform, my gym culture. I'm no psychologist, but I do the best I can by trying to teach these boys honest and try to teach them the right things to help them in life because I've already been their age. I know where they're coming from. Exactly, Princess. You see, that's what I'm concerned about. That's why I don't want these damn dating coaches, Princess Z. I don't want these right now, our youth, most of them are unfit to be with a woman. They need to be reeled in and need to be straightened out by elder black men. Their minds need to be reset. They are out of control. They are dangerous. You don't teach somebody like that to go get a girl. You're going to put that girl's life in danger. That makes no sense. That's doing it ass backwards. Okay? All this nigga care about is a fucking dollar. He don't give a fuck about the youth. He don't care nothing about black women. He don't care nothing about black people. Funny you're a dating coach, but don't care shit about black women. How does that work? These whack ass niggas don't care shit about black women, but they want to be dating coaches now. Exactly, Princess Z. This is what I'm talking about. But you see, the contingent of black people that we have now, they seem to think shit like that is funny, and it's not. You couldn't see when I was growing up, you couldn't get away with that. You couldn't get away with that. Somebody would take it to you. If you hit somebody's sister with a skateboard, they're going to whoop your natural black ass, if not kill you. You could not get away with that stuff back in my day. And again, when you look at what's happening and you look at these phony elders with these street names like A.R.C, misleading them, not addressing the issue. And I'll say it one more time because guys like this always got their little go-to lines. That's not my responsibility to help them with their mind. Well, I'll respond one more time. It's not your responsibility to teach them how to get girls either. That's the responsibility of their fathers. But that's not stopping you. How is it that you can do that? And that's not your responsibility. But you can't do the other thing that you claim isn't your responsibility. Oh, is it the fact that one pays and the other one doesn't? How about that for somebody giving a damn about their people? One pays and the other one doesn't. Exactly, Princess C. Other races of men, like I told you, I've broken bread with other races. I've lived in other countries for for years at a time, and I've seen the men in these other cultures teach their boys everything but how to get girls. They don't give a damn about how their boys get girls because they figure once their boys get power, the women are going to come. So that's the last thing on their mind. They don't care nothing about teaching. They teach their boys how to acquire power, how to build, how to go out and get resources, how to compete with other men for resources, how to conquer, how to overcome. That's what they teach their boys. They don't teach them a damn thing about getting no girls. They can care less about that because that's going to come. You understand? So when I was on the panel, the women called me a real man. They said we got a real man on the
Hello. Give me one in the chat if y'all can hear. Okay, let's see what's going on.
you got to show and prove. Damn, what the hell? Damn, are you up here? And my chat is blind. Why they putting ones in the chat? Damn, can you hear me? Damn. Wait a minute. The hell? Okay, my chat must have. Yeah, both of us. I'm the only one up here. Okay, something must be going on with my chat. Some with my connection. Shout out to Cynthia B21. Did I go out? Okay, I can't even. I don't even know who's up here. Okay, Damon's not up here. Oh, let me see who just came up here. Hold on. Okay, Dame just came back. Hey, 1 second. Dame just came back. Let me get caught up with the chat because all of a sudden I'm seeing ones. I asked for ones a long time ago. I'm like, what the? Hold on before I keep going. I want to make sure everybody can hear me and I'm caught up. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. I'm not even sure what's going on right now. I don't even. She said that. I didn't even hear her. When did she say that? All right, if you can hear me right now, put a one in the chat. Let me see how much of a delay it is. Okay, I see bro Rob. Oh, okay, so I'm caught up. Okay, so y'all can hear me. All right. How long did I go out, y'all? Did I go out for a long time or it was a minute, 2 minutes? Because I was saying quite a bit. I want to see if I went out for a long time, I'm gonna get ahead and start from the top of what I was talking about. Did y'all hear me when I called him a nigga instead of a black man? Did y'all hear that part? Y'all hear that part when I called A.R.C a nigga instead of a black man? Dame is up here on a panel, but apparently she's stuck or something. Okay, so y'all heard that part. Okay. Okay, so y'all missed a little bit. Okay. Dame must have clicked on. Okay, Dame is up here doing something. She's grayed out for some reason. Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, right, y'all. So, you know, the big bad Allen Roger Curry basically was nothing for the Black Knight to handle. Um, just another running coward, fake ass black man that's exploiting our youth at a bad time where we have youth going crazy, murdering infant babies, murdering our women. All this nigga can do is think about getting them laid so he can get money. He don't give a shit about the. I hate niggas like that. That ain't nothing but a nigga. That's not a black man. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. You know, cats who just looking for money. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, hardhead cheese. Yeah. Y'all can hear Dame? I can't even hear her. Kendall, you can hear Dame? It is ruining the community, princess. And I'm glad you said that because that's basically what gen culture fight against. Gen culture fights against pimp culture. And when I start putting the money into gym culture and building it up and get more brothers on here, we're going to launch a massive, massive war against pimp culture. Because pimp culture is what destroys the minds of these young black boys. Pimp culture is what turned these boys' minds against women and teaches them how to love other men and hate women. And Curry, Allen Roger Curry, is no exception to that. He's a part of the pimp culture. Because if you was up on that panel, if y'all was in there, notice how he didn't give a fuck. All he cared about was talking about getting laid. He a fuck about the black, and we had a serious topic going on. And this nigga thought he was somebody. Talking about some mode fucking one. Man, fuck mode one. Worthless ass nigga. Why don't you put out a goddamn fucking manual and teach these fucking boys how to be real young men? Exactly. How to run, exactly, princess. It's hurting the esteem of these young. Thank you very much. That's 100. Shout out to Princess Z. Let me highlight that comment. You damn right. You see, they don't realize teaching these young boys all of this shit, right, eventually gets into the egos and the minds of these young boys. And they get to the point where they feel that they don't have any confidence to go up to a woman like a man and talk to her. That they got to use some kind of pickup line or some type of gimmick that doesn't belong to them or doesn't manifest naturally from them. You're absolutely right. It fucking tears up their self-esteem. That's why dating coaches to me are nothing but enemies to black people. We don't need dating coaches. We need fathers. We need strong men, strong black leaders who are going to teach the younger generation the right way. That's what we need. We need no goddamn dating coaches. Exactly. Shit don't even the fucking shit that he teaches don't even work. And you know that shit don't work. All he care about is the money. He don't give a fuck about whether that shit work or not. Okay? He don't care nothing about whether that shit work or not. He ain't gonna see none of these boys anyway. He gonna collect his money, collect his views, and move on and you know, and count his little bit of money. That's all he gonna do. He ain't gonna give a fuck about who did what, when, and how. He can care less about whether anything worked for these young people. It is. They don't hear nothing when you talk to them. They're zoned out. They messed up, man. And again, when you listen to Zeb, the guy that was on the panel, 30 years old, who I thought, before he told his age, I thought he was a teenager. I mean, I'm blown away by these 30-year-olds who sound like kids. Got the mentality of fucking kids. What the hell is going on here? Is 30 the new 18? What the fuck? Back in my day, when you was 30, you was getting old, man. You had maturity. 30? It's going backwards now. Hell, when you got 30, you was officially a grown-up, an adult. Exactly. And in New Orleans, I think the unemployment rate for black people, especially black men, is somewhere in like 80%, 80 to 90%. I got to go look at the research again, but I believe it's like 82%. I think it's 82% of black men in New Orleans are unemployed. 82%. But yeah, we got dating coaches. Dating coaches. Unemployment rate in New Orleans alone is 82%. He's talking about why you hating on motherfuckers doing their thing. I'm hating on motherfuckers because the thing that they're doing is hurting us. It'd be one thing if his worthless ass didn't bother us or didn't hurt our youth. I wouldn't give a fuck. You wouldn't hear a peep out of me. But the thing that he does hurts our youth. It hurts our race. It hurts our people, period. That's why I'm fucking hating. You damn right I hate. I hate motherfuckers who do nothing but want to exploit and hate, exploit and hurt us. You damn right. You damn right I'm hate. Fuck, I'm supposed to be happy. I'm supposed to be glad that the motherfuckers out there, you know, aiding in the destruction of our youth and putting our young sisters' lives in danger by sending them mindless motherfuckers who are completely out of mental control. Fuck, I'm supposed to be glad, I'm supposed to be walking around happy. What the fuck you talking about? I'm supposed to be joyful about that? You goddamn right I hate it. Damn right I'm a hater. It's not helping the black community, but motherfuckers like that got all these phony ass accolades. Because after he blew his top, he ran into all this shit that he did in the past that no one can verify. You know what I'm saying? In Gary, Indiana. Now, he did say he used to be a counselor. I find that respectable. Why'd you stop being a counselor? A counselor is something that we can use right now. Excuse me. Why'd you stop doing that? Why'd you sell out? Gonna sell out our youth? You see, you gotta understand. Okay. Exactly, dude. Yeah, hard hit cheese. He said he was 30 years old. I thought he was like 18 or 19. I'm up here calling him son and shit. I'm like, look, son, I'm thinking he a kid, man. I'm like, what the fuck is with these 30-year-olds with this fucking, when I was young, 30 was mature. You sounded mature. You talked mature. You were a grown up. You didn't sound like you were 18 years old. Now, they 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, and got the mentality of fucking teenagers, which is blowing my fucking mind. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm talking to these dudes, and I'm thinking that they're young. I'm like, okay, he probably still living with his mama. You know, he ain't been out in the world yet. But we're talking about he's 30. Going around talking about some, man, what love got to do with it? It's about pumping and dumping. It's about Tinder. We go on Tinder and we make a fucking profile. In a couple of hours, we fucking. That's what he said. So you fucking in a couple of hours. So Tinder is the thing amongst young black youth now. So nobody dates anymore. Nobody courts anymore. We make a fucking video. No, video. We make a profile. And in a couple of hours, we fucking. For everybody who just came in and, this is not ladies' night. Ladies' night will be back next week. The ladies are off tonight. Dame is on her little vacation retreat in Atlanta, and the Thunder Princess, her whole network is out right now. So ladies' night will return next week. This is Gangsta Talk. This is why you're hearing the heavy language. This is Gangsta Talk. Aaron in his place. And Dame is here. She'll pop in and out. She's over in Atlanta. She'll pop in and out as the show goes on. Yesterday, she was cracking me up because she was drunk. It's the first time I heard her drunk, man. She was drinking some Grey Goose. Well, people say out of wedlock births, right? I don't know if that makes any difference. I don't know if that ever made a difference. I really don't think that means anything. Because I've did a lot of research. I've looked at things. I don't see nothing about, out of wedlock birth, I don't think that means nothing. I don't think that changes anything. You got a lot of people out here who live together, have never been married, and have embrace whole families. There's a lot of shacking up going on. There's a lot of kids being raised out of, born out of wedlock who are being raised properly. I don't know if out of wedlock birth actually means anything. I've heard people say that, well, they had a baby out of wedlock, like that automatically means that the baby is going to be a bad person or grow into some kind of monster. I disagree with that. Everybody's not going to get married. A father doesn't have to be married to raise his son. A mother doesn't have to be married to raise her child. They don't have to be married, but they have to be parents. So I'm not sure, the whole out of wedlock thing doesn't hold any weight with me. I don't see anything about that. I hear people talk about that and hold that up like there's some kind of guillotine or some shit. I don't think anything of it. It does nothing for me. I know a whole lot of people who are shacking up. They got kids. All their kids are born out of wedlock. They don't put their kids through college. Some of them got businesses, own their own homes. They were born out of wedlock. So I don't know about this wedlock thing. I don't know what that. I don't even know what that even means. Like, okay, so the kid was born out of wedlock. So what? What is that supposed to mean? You're supposed to stop being a parent because the child was born out of wedlock? Okay, let's just say this. Okay, you have a couple who are shacking up. They're not married, but they have 5 kids. All 5 of their kids are born out of wedlock because the parents of those kids aren't married. Then you got a married couple who have 5 kids. Now, are the married couple, are they 5 kids supposed to be automatically better than the 5 kids of the 2 people who had their kids out of wedlock? Like, if you had a chance to choose, okay, this family right here has 5 kids, and this family has 5 kids, but this family has 5 kids and they're married. This family has 5 kids and they're shacking up, so all their kids came out of wedlock. So you're going to choose the ones who are in wedlock? And what would be your evidence of choosing that family? What makes that family better or different than the family who has the same amount of kids but aren't married? You know, I don't see. I don't even know why. I don't even know where people get that from. Out of wedlock birth. So what? You know how many kids are being? First of all, black kids ain't the only kids being born out of wedlock. All that shit about us having a high out of wedlock birth, that's a goddamn lie. Hispanics are having kids all over the goddamn place. They ain't getting married. You got Asians now having kids out of wedlock. So I don't even know what that means anymore. I don't even know what that's supposed to. I don't even know if that ever really meant anything at all. I hear a few people with slave moms talk about it, the Jesse Lee Petersons, the Coons having babies out of wedlock. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that even means anything at all. I don't get it. Because you have to be a parent whether you're in wedlock or out of wedlock. Wedlock has nothing to do with you being a parent. Hispanics are multiplying like rabbits. A Hispanic dude get him a Spanish girl. She get pregnant, right? Monday morning at around 8 o'clock. Shit. Come Monday morning next week, she done had 30 kids. They had 30 kids in a week. They had a wedlock. So I don't know about this wedlock thing. I don't even get all that. I don't. And does that say in the Bible? Well, I know some people are real heavy into the Bible. Does anybody know if it says something about wedlock in the Bible? So I'm not really a Bible pusher. I know some things about the Bible, but I'm not really a Bible specialist. But I don't look at this out of wedlock thing. I don't see no. I don't even understand why people are even talking about it because it doesn't make any difference. I've seen kids. There are kids out here where their parents are married and the fucking kids out of their goddamn mind. Those kids that went and did the mass shootings, they had both of their parents. Their parents were married. First of all, I'm gonna tell you. How about this? I haven't seen kids who were born out of wedlock. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them go out here and commit mass shootings and things like that. Yeah, I don't think the Bible says anything, but I don't even know where that came from. I don't know if that's a shaming tactic that they're using for just black people. because nobody else seems to care about that. Because there are other people out here shacking up. Black people ain't the only people shacking up. You go out to goddamn fucking Seattle, man, you see white people shacking up all on the goddamn fucking freeways, the goddamn fucking interstate. There's white when you go to Seattle, okay, or Washington State. There's white people on the fucking interstate shacking up in little makeshift fucking houses that they built on that open land out there facing the goddamn interstate on both sides. Exactly, Kendra. You know, I don't even know what people get. So you have babies out of wedlock. Does that mean you're not supposed to be a good father? Does it mean that you're not supposed to be a good mother? I don't understand. See, people say that, right? But what does that mean? Nobody is saying what it means. Everybody is good at telling you, oh, they had babies out of wedlock. But no one is telling you what that actually means, though. Well, you had babies out of wedlock. Okay, what does that mean? Well, she had babies out of wedlock. Right, but what does it mean? Well, it means that you should be married to have kids. Who said that? I don't even think the creator said that. I don't even think there's anything in the Bible that says you must be married to have kids. Like I said, a lot of people saying we have a high rate of out of wedlock, but so what? What the hell does that mean? It don't mean anything. Like, okay, we have a high rate of and black people don't like fucking with the white man's papers. My friend, my best friend Sharon, the super dad, he's a common law married. And he said he's never going to get married officially because he don't want the white man in his business. He don't want to deal with the white man's papers. But he's a super dad. He takes care. He's the guy I was telling y'all about, who's the super dad, where the child's mother didn't hardly have to do nothing. You know, she just coached him. He did everything. He made the bottles at night. He learned how to burp the baby. He fed it. He learned everything. He was one of the dudes that wanted to. It was his first child. He told his baby mama, teach me. I want to know everything. I want to experience everything. All she did was just coach. He did it all, man. Dude woke up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for those feed-ins. Come to work, 3 hours later, dead tired, but happy than a motherfucker. Talking about how his son woke him up and his little face, he made him happy, and once he started eating, he had his bottle, he was happy. I mean, you couldn't stop this dude, man. This dude was so happy. He was dead tired. He didn't give a fuck about that. The only thing that mattered to him was his baby boy. And Khadija, his mother, his boy's mother, shit, every time we went over the house, she was asleep, man. He down on the couch, knocked the fuck out. And he was cooking the baby food. He was getting the baby's clothes together. He was watching the baby. Him and his son be watching Shrek. I mean, he just enjoyed being a father. He loved every minute of it. And like I said, Khadija didn't hardly have to do nothing at all. And she was loving but ladies, guys like that are rare. Okay? Guys like Sharon, they rare. Something has to happen to a man to become that way. That's not don't get me wrong, the fathers do care about their sons, but a father like Sharon who goes into it like that and pretty much crosses over, we call it crossing over, where he's caring for the child like the mother would, that's rare. That's rare. That's rare. That's a rare thing in men. You know, and when a woman finds something like that, a guy like that, she's usually well rested. She ain't got no stress. She's nice all the time because the father is doing everything and loving every minute of it. He can't get enough of it. Sharon couldn't get enough of taking care of his son. Couldn't get enough of it. I mean, this man actually enjoyed being woke up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning to feed his son. He enjoyed it. He learned how to make the baby formula. He learned all of it. And you couldn't stop him, man. He said that I was talking to him a month ago. He said, man, he wouldn't change it for anything in the world. He said if he had to do it all over again, he'll do it every time. Because he said he gained an experience that can't nobody take from him, that he gonna carry to his grave. So he's like a super. His son is in college now. You know what I'm saying? So playing basketball, and and he's good too. So so he's a super dad. But him and his girl, they common law married. He had his son out of wedlock. He raised his son. His son is in college now playing ball. So all this out of wedlock shit, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. There's a lot of black folks who ain't married, who have kids. That don't do nothing for us. That don't stop us. That don't change us. That doesn't hurt us. We need to stop giving a damn about what white people think of. You see, the problem is, man, we care too much about what white people think. You know, care too much about what white people do. We gotta stop doing that. Gotta stop doing that. And we gotta, you know what? And we gotta start. We gotta stop feeling sorry for coons. We have to stop being benevolent towards coons and traitors. I'm not saying that you got to go out and hunt them down with a rifle or anything. I'm just saying we got to stop being benevolent to them. They don't deserve our benevolency. Our benevolence. They don't deserve that. You know, you got dudes out here. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Got dudes out here who don't care nothing about our youth, out here exploiting our youth, making money off them knowing that they screwed up. You know what I'm saying? We don't give nobody like that any friendship. And we got to stop. We have to start learning how to recognize enemies. It's very, very simple. If you are against black women, then you are an enemy to black people. If you are against black men, you are an enemy to black people. That's it. Now, we're not talking about our own interpersonal issues, where some black women saying black men ain't shit and all that. That's fine. That's normal for us. I'll take that. Okay? I'm talking about the coon shit. I ain't talking about the normal black men ain't shit. I ain't talking about that. That's normal for us. We can handle that. Okay? And again, it's like, listen, that guy Zeb, right? Again, didn't understand it. Now, when you look at Alan Roger Curry teach these guys how to get girls, and he's not even concerned if these guys even understand the nature of women. If you understand women, right, then you won't get into a lot of arguments. You won't hardly get into arguments with them at all. If you ever get into an argument with them, if you understand them. See, I had 5 sisters growing up. So, feminine nature was in my face every damn day. Okay? So I had no choice but to learn it and understand it. Okay? Women talk. They're going to say slick shit. Their emotions get the best of them sometimes. They're going to say shit that they don't mean. They're going to call you out because they get emotional, because they need to be protected. They're very, very fragile. They're generous. They're very loving. They're very caring. They're very kind. They're very nurturing. They're mothers. They want protection. Okay? You have to understand something. They don't have the beef and the brawn that we do. So their best weapon, right, is verbal communication. They're going to express themselves verbally. And the way they fight verbally. Now, we big and brawny and we fight with our fists. What they can't fight with their fists, they fight with their mouth. They're gonna call you a. You see, when you're in a fight with a woman, right? It's not a fight that you really understand. Okay, it's not a fight. You understand? As a man, you understand throwing punches, wrestling, and drop kicking somebody, whatever. But when you in it with a woman, it's a whole different ball game. All right? She's fighting. If she can't beat you with her hands, she's going to beat you with her mouth. See, because the object in the fight is to hurt the other opponent or render the other opponent harmless, or to send the other opponent to his or her destruction. That is the object of a fight. So when you get into it with her, understand she also fights with her mouth, not just with her hands. So what she can't hit you in the mouth with her hands, she's going to hit you upside the head with her mouth and her mind to try to hurt you and bring you down, to try to knock you down, to try to render you harmless, or to try to send you to your destruction because you're in a fight with her. That's the way they fight. They're going to say some vicious things. Why? Because they are in a fight with you. And that's the way they fight. An opponent that they can't beat physically, they will cut you down verbally. So you have to understand this. If you understand their nature, then you understand the tactics that they deploy. So once you understand this, then it's easier for you to deal with them. I don't pay any mind to 90% of what women say. Because I know that they talk, they love to talk, that's what they do. They gossip, they like drama. I don't pay attention to 90% of the stuff they say. The only time I pay attention is when something is a detriment or somebody can get harmed or something is in danger. That's the only time I really pay attention to them. Because when situations like that, they got very, very, very accurate information, many of them. And the information that they have at the time can help you out and keep you from getting hurt and keep you from even getting killed. So in situations like that, that's when I'm all ears. But most of the time, I'm not paying it. Dame would tell you half the time, I don't even listen to what she be talking about. The women in the E Nation be back there cackling. I be asleep most of the time. I'm not even. They women. What are you supposed to say? Yes, they're going to say things. They're going to say things you don't like. They're going to call you a name. They're going to say vicious things. They're just women. It's no different than guys at the barbershop calling women bees and stuff like that. It's no different. So you understand, and then you understand something. When you're talking to them, especially about a subject that's touchy, they're going to get emotional. They're not going to get emotional. They're getting, even if they tell you that they're not emotional, they're getting emotional. If you understand feminine nature, you will understand that. And you back off a little bit. Let them talk. I don't try to overtalk a woman in a situation the way I know the subject is touchy, because some women, when they get on something, right, until they accomplish their goal, they stay on it. It's really hard to sidetrack them. It's really, really hard. If they're coming at you, like I was watching Dr. Umar Johnson, right? He was getting into it with this woman who was a feminist, okay? Now, I mean, Dr. Umar Johnson is Dr. Umar Johnson. I think he's a good brother doing some good things. I think he's doing some good things. You got to be prepared to deal with that. Once they hit you, right, and it hurts, you got to be able to withstand that. You got to deal with that properly, or they're gonna keep coming at you. Okay, they're gonna keep coming at you, and one of the ways to do that is the truth, right? The truth is the only thing that can back women off in a verbal confrontation. You cannot back them off any other kind of way. Any other kind of way, you're wasting your time, and verbally, you're putting yourself in more and more danger because they're not going to stop. They're going to keep coming. And then not only are they going to keep coming, they're going to start ramping it up. Okay? Until they get to a point where something stings you so much, you lose your character and start hollering and screaming and shit. Now you're acting like them, and then they're just going to pour salt on the wound. They're going to hit you even harder. And then boom, you just all fucked up. See, if I had a school and I had I don't know if the man got $700,000 and I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But if I had any kind of money that was supposed to go to a school and the school isn't done yet, and shout out to Dr. Umar Johnson, man. You know, I'm a supporter of Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm not trying to throw salt or shade at the brother in any kind of way. I think what the brother's trying to do is remarkable. Okay, and I think he's misunderstood. And I really wish he had more help. I've gone on record to say if he was a white man, that school would be up already. If he was Chinese, he would have had the money for the school already. If he was any other race but black, that school would have been up already. I've gone on record and said that. But the way I would have dealt with it is this way. If I got a school and I don't raise money for the school and the school isn't up yet, it's not operational yet, and I got all this money, and you got feminists coming at you hard in the mug, she would say, okay, so Black Knight, you got this school, you got a couple of $100,000. We ain't seen nothing happen with the school ain't up yet. You know, are you putting the money in your pocket? Because I'm telling you right now, they're going to come at you swinging. Ain't nobody coming at you with no respect. You can get all that shit out. When money is involved, fuck all that respect. Money's involved. And you're dealing with the people that don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. And so every bit counts. Now, I know it doesn't make any sense a lot of times because we spend billions of dollars on bullshit, right? I understand all that, but we don't see it that way. What black people see is what's in front of them. They can care less about us spending $1 billion on video games. That ain't what they're thinking about right now. They're thinking about that $200 that they sent you last week, or that $1,500 check they wrote out to you. That's what they're thinking about. So you're gonna have to deal with that. So they're gonna come at you. Ain't nobody respecting you. Okay, what are you doing with the money? Are you putting the money in your pocket? Yes, they're going to say things that's going to be offensive because they're trying to get down to the root of the matter. What the hell happened to the money? How come the school ain't up yet? The way I would have dealt with that, with the feminist coming at me like that, and she was like, well, what'd you do with the money? Tell the truth. That's it. That's how you stave these women off. She would have said to me, well, Black Knight, you raised several $100,000. You gave a timeline 6 months ago and the school isn't up. Where's the money and why the school isn't up? I'd have told the truth. I'd be like, okay, well, the money is still in escrow. We haven't used any of it yet. It's earning interest, right, at so and so bank. The reason why the school isn't up yet is because we have a problem with the contractor. We had several contractors do bids. None of the bids were adequate. Then we had a problem with OSHA. OSHA came in and so. I don't even have documentation. And if you look at this document right here, OSHA found the issue with such and 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 such, and that delayed the project. So we're probably looking at another year before we can even start construction because OSHA has deemed this unsafe and that has to be taken care of first. Now also we still have to find a contractor. As far as the money is over here at um Jigaboo Bank. Okay, the money's in Jigaboo Bank, gaining interest. It's gaining Jigaboo bucks. Now, if that's the truth, and you can back it up, put it out there. That's how you stop women like this. You don't get into a back and forth with them. You hit them with the truth. And be cool about it. You notice I wasn't upset. I was very calm. I was even respectful. See, this helps calm her down too, because she realized, okay, well, he's not a charlatan, and you know, and he's telling us exactly what happened. So this backs her up. So now she's got to put her gun down. Okay, she's got to put her gun down now. So now she's gonna come at you some other kind of way. Okay, but do you think that this school is the end all be all or whatever? Well, I think it can. I don't know about it being the end all be all, but I think it's something that's very necessary. I think that our young black youth should be trained by black people who are interested in their future. Black people who actually care about them, somebody who actually have a genuine love for them. I think this is the best way that they should go. Being taught by people who look like them, people who care about them, and people who love them. Boom. Now she got to put the gun back in her purse. See, this is how you stop women like this. Okay? You don't get into it with them. You should never engage a woman in an emotional battle. You can't win that. You're not going to win that. You have to use another approach. Like I said, you have to exercise patience over emotions. Exactly, but it's on, man. If that's the exactly if that's what's going down, tell her that. Well, here's where the money's went and it's gaining interest, this and that. But we can't use it yet because we can't get a contractor. Some business fell through. One of the contractors that we thought we had a shady background at the last minute. You know, we had to get him out of there. And then we had to go for another bid. OSHA came on and said, wait a minute, hold your horses. You're not doing anything until we get this right. You tell them the truth. This is how you back them off. This is how you get them to uncock the gun and put the gun back in the purse. And if you do it right, right, by the end of the show, they'll be supporting you and agreeing with you because you show them that you're a mature man, that you're a strong man, and that you're a decent and honest man. Even a feminist can't ignore that. Even a feminist respects that. Unless you just outright hate men, period, and don't have no regard for men whatsoever. If she ain't one of them, even a feminist can respect that. Okay? That's the way I would have handled it. Okay, but one of the things you don't want to do with sisters, man, when they get emotional and they're coming at you, they think they got a leg up on you. Okay, all right, let them come with that leg up, right, and then you hit them in such a way to that leg that's up, it becomes useless, and they get tired of holding it up and they put it back down. Okay. With a woman, you always want a conflict resolute. You do not want to engage in a verbal confrontation that involves emotions with a woman. You will never win that. You cannot win that. They are masters at that. They are grandmasters. They will run circles around you. And then they got everything in their favor. They're females, they're women. The further you engage with them in verbal fisticuffs on the emotional scale, it makes you look bad as a man. Your ego takes a hit. Your image takes a hit. They're winning, you're losing. So in order for you to become a winner, you have to learn how to conflict resolute and destabilize the situation when you're dealing with a woman. Understand who you're dealing with. Understand that you're not dealing with another man. This is why I tell you fools who sit up here and believe that there's no difference between men and women. A person like that is a fool. There's a huge difference between men and women. A huge difference. How about we're not like each other at all? Women are not like us at all. They don't think like us. They don't act like they're not like us at all. They're completely different than us. Okay, so conflict resolute. That's the way I would have done it. And see, and brothers, when you showing that kind of masculinity and it's showing the right way, you gain allies and other women. Other women are watching. They're watching how you handling this. And they know that you're already in a vicarious situation and you already got the pressure on you, you sweating bullets. They already know that. And they watching how you handle this as a man. Impress them with intelligent masculinity. And you will gain allies. You will gain allies in them. Don't show them that you're weak and you can't handle it, that you arguing back and forth with them like you some damn child, like you some hurt sheep. You're a man. Your feelings are not supposed to get hurt, brother. But man, nobody hurts my feelings. You think calling me names and calling me and insulting my intelligence, you think that hurts me? No, it doesn't. I could care less what you call me or what you think about me. All I care about is how you handle this situation. Emotional thing. And brothers, I'm telling you some good stuff. Exercise patience over emotions when you're dealing with a woman. You will come out a winner. Don't listen to these fools in the manosphere thinking that you can outtalk a woman, thinking that you can become more emotional than her, thinking because you raise your voice that that's going to somehow stop her. It's not. It's not. In the emotional department, you're dealing with a juggernaut. You got no win there. Destabilize the situation. Conflict resolute. And you'll come out a winner and gain allies, female allies. Women are impressed with black men who shows intelligent masculinity or intelligent manliness or intelligent male ego. They are impressed. All right, so getting over to this domestic discipline. Dame, are you here? Hold on one second, y'all. Let me see if the female knight is here. Dame. Okay, she's on the panel. But okay.
Hey,
Hey, Dan, can you drop the link?
Okay. All right. Give me a second.
All right. Okay. All right. Anyway, yeah. So I'm getting ready to open up the show, y'all, and we're just gonna cruise for a little while, kick it. But yes, let me get to the domestic discipline now. There's a thing going around about Queen Yashua and something about Kevin Samuels saying that men should spank their women and this whole domestic discipline shit. All right. A sister asked me to address this. She emailed me and asked me to address this. Okay, here it is. First of all, there's no such thing as domestic discipline when it comes down to two grown adults. Okay? If you're talking about domestic discipline, you're talking about children. You're talking about disciplining children. Okay? That doesn't exist between two adults. A man should not be trying to treat his woman like a child. Okay? You don't treat your woman like a child. That's disrespectful. And it's disrespectful and dishonorable for your son or your daughter to see you treating their mother like a child by bending her over your knee and so-called spanking her bottom, teaching her a lesson. She's not a child. She's your wife. She's a grown-ass adult. Have some fucking respect. And as far as I'm concerned, domestic discipline when it comes between two adults is domestic violence. And I don't give a damn if she told you you can spank her. You, first of all, you're stupid for doing that. You don't put your hands on a woman like that. I don't give a fuck if your woman wants you to beat on her, it's time for you to go, bro. It's time for you to jet. It's time for you to say, all right, but you know what, babe? I ain't really on it like that. Hopefully you'll find somebody that won't do that to you and maybe you'll get some help. But I'm not on it like that. I'm not here to beat my wife. I'm here to love my wife and raise my children. And you won't let me do that. I'm still going to raise my children. I just can't be with you. Because you don't want me to love you. You want me to beat on you. I'm not here to beat on nobody. That's out of my character. You need to step off, brother. Don't even get yourself into that. It's obvious that there's something wrong with the woman's mind if she wants you to beat on her. You should be trying to get her some help. I don't care if she did tell you, oh, daddy, it's all right. No, it's not all right. It's not all right. And you're stupid for doing something like that. I'm going to tell you right now, because you know what's going to happen? If you're doing that to a woman, what's going to happen to you dudes, and I know this is going to happen because I'm a male too, your ego is going to get the better of you. And you're going to get used to doing it to her. And if you break up with her, you're going to think you could do it to other women. Or it might even get out of control with her. Because you start hitting her on the bottom. Next thing you know, you think you can hit her for anything. Okay? She fixes you some coffee, and the coffee is warm. You turn around, haul off, and hit her. Claiming domestic discipline. Now you're abusing her. So you can get out of control real quickly. So no, there's no such thing as domestic discipline when it comes to a man and a woman, a grown man and a grown woman. That only exists for children. Children ought to be disciplined by their parents. Where they're spanked on the bottom, where they're told to go sit in the corner, where they're told that they can't go outside. A parent takes the TV out of the room, takes away their favorite game, blase, blase. You don't treat your woman like a child, your wife like a child, the mother of your children. That's extremely disrespectful. And it's abusive for you to put your hands on it in that way. She's not a child. And you don't put your hands on it like that. That's abuse. That's called domestic violence. So, of course, the E Nation and Ebony Star Network do not condone in any way domestic discipline. As far as we're concerned here at the E Nation, we consider that domestic violence. And on the top of the fact that it's extremely disrespectful to your wife and the mother of your children. And it makes you dishonorable in the eyes of your children. Okay? That domestic shit, they call it, that's a part of pimp culture. Anything that involves harming women physically is a part of pimp culture, or is aiding pimp culture. We talk about Shahrazad Ali. Yes, she dropped some heavy knowledge, but Shahrazad Ali, bless her, her heart's in the right place. But at times, she doesn't realize that she aids pimp culture by encouraging men to put their hands on their women, smack her about the mouth. You don't treat a woman like that. You guys don't believe me when I tell you that you don't have to put your hands on a woman. Y'all don't believe me. You don't believe me when I tell you that all you got to do is treat a woman. All you got to do is use love on a woman. How you going to use love, man? She pissed me off. Okay, if you're pissed off, use love on her. You got to learn how to use love, man. Love will straighten women out. I'm not going to give away the goods here. You're going to have to tune in on Gent Culture, and I'll teach you about what I mean about using love against women. Okay? Women come from love. So when you use love on them, it's basically using their native language on them. Women understand more about love than any man could ever understand. So when you use love, you're actually speaking their language. See, when you use anger, you're speaking a foreign language. That's why they react the way they react towards you. Okay? Because you use the language that they don't understand. They didn't come from anger. They was created out of love. That's why they're so loving and so nurturing. And so full of unconditional love. That's where they come from. That's what created them. They weren't created out of hatred. See, when you bring anger and hatred towards them, right, you're foreign to them. You're speaking a language that they don't understand. So that's why they react the way they react, with disrespect and snarling and all that. They don't understand what the fuck you're talking about. But when you use love on them, you speak their language and they understand you perfectly. I'll break that down to y'all in detail, in great detail, step by step. The next time we do Gent Culture, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. But that's the thing on the domestic violence, okay? We well, see, I call it domestic violence because I don't believe that it's domestic discipline. Like I said, you don't do that to your woman. Your woman isn't a child. Okay, so Kendall Rowland, let's deal with this. Hold up, bro. I will never brutalize any of my sisters. But if she needs to get her ass smacked to get off, I'm there for it. Well, if you're talking about the acts of having sex, that's not the same thing. Because everybody does that when they're having sex. They're hitting it from the back. They tap that ass a little bit. Yeah, baby, who's your daddy and all that other bullshit. And yeah, everybody does it. That's not the same thing. We're talking about taking a woman and bending her over your knee and spanking her bottom like she's an unruly child. That's disrespect. That's not sex. That's abuse. That's domestic violence. First of all, she's not a child. You have no business bending her over your knee and hitting her in that fashion. Okay? I don't care if she wants you to do it or not. You shouldn't want to brutalize your woman. You shouldn't want to do that. See, brothers, y'all gotta understand something, right? You have to take responsibility for being who you are too. You don't get to, sidestep all of this and blame everything on her. Nah, Kendall, it was a good question because you're right. You know, when you have it say everybody hitting it from the back, everybody doing that. You know, you hit it from the back. You know, tap that ass a little bit. Yeah, baby, who's your daddy? Yeah, everybody does that. That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. I'm talking about, like I said, taking a grown ass woman who did something in the house that you didn't agree with, and you feel that she is rebelling against you, and you pull her over your knee and spank her bottom like she's a 9-year-old child. That's highly disrespectful. You should never treat your woman that way. Never. And if that's what she's into, tell her you ain't with that. If she can't get with that, then it's time for y'all to break up. So I'm gonna tell you something right now. You don't even realize the danger you're gonna put yourself in, especially if she records you doing that to her. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, it makes you look bad as a man. It does. You putting your hands on women. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? It's obvious that there's something wrong with her mind. You don't ever want to get into a game of hit with a female. That's too dangerous for you, and it can cost you everything. I mean everything, even your life. And then again, it's flat out disrespectful. That's not your child. That's a grown ass woman with children. She is a mother. And it's dishonorable to treat her that way when she has children to boot. Exactly. Don't let a woman take you beyond your cable toe. Y'all always keep complaining about so-called unruly women and women this, women that, but y'all can't seem to stay away from them. Okay? Y'all want to pump them and dump them, and you want to hang around with them, and then you complain because their mind's not right. Just listen. You got young brothers out here with their minds messed up. Exactly, Auntie. The motherfuckers who should be getting their ass spanked. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. You're afraid of them. You want to spank some ass? Go out here and spank the ass of these young boys who are running around here crazy as fuck. They need their ass whooped, and a ass whooping will tighten up a lot of them. I don't see y'all going into talking about spanking any of them motherfuckers. Why y'all always want to bully women? Why y'all always want to? I ain't never seen so many cowardly men in my whole life. I never thought the day would come to where I would see black men behave like this. Granted, it's social media, but they're even on social media. Okay. Salone, you're not black. Okay, then what are you? If you're not black, what are you? I mean, we cool with you being from another race and all. We don't mind you enjoying the conversation, and we don't mind you even putting a comment or two. But don't come in here being disrespectful. Let me give you the rules right off the bat, if you understand English. This is a pro-black woman's channel. It's pro-black people, period. We do not allow any disrespect of black women on this channel whatsoever. We have a zero tolerance. You don't come in here and fight with black women. You don't come in here and call them out their name, or you will be blocked. Okay, I don't care what you say to me because you can't hurt my feelings. But you don't come in here and do anything out of the way to these women in here. They are under the protection of the Black Knight. That's who I am. And I will get you smoked out of here. I got mods in here with itchy trigger fingers. Okay? So you're another race, that's fine. We're cool with that. But just don't come in here on some racist stuff and don't come in here tripping. And we cool. We don't mind you asking a question. We don't mind you hanging out. But just abide by the rules and be tight. Azura saying, what was the question that you asked Reg? Because Reg, you talking about Reg the bad guy? He a punk. He a punk anyway, so I don't even know why you was even up there. What's the question that you asked? All right, so keep an eye on our friend who's not black, mods. Make sure he or she is behaving and following the rules. Like I said, we don't mind that you're not black. Okay, you can come in here if you're another race. That's fine. Just don't come in here acting the hell out. Okay. Yeah, what was that question, Azura? The link's in the chat, y'all, by the way, if y'all want to come on up. We just chilling because ladies had to be back next week. So we just kicking it, talking now. I talked about Alan Roch Curry already. I talked about the future of these young black youth. We talked about dealing with a woman in an emotional situation. We just talked about domestic discipline, which I think is bullshit. Now, I guess we get ready to talk about what Azura Singh is putting up here. He said, "Oh yeah, yeah. I bet he kicked you off the panel, man. Sinji that's a beautiful black. Shout out to Sinji. Oh, beautiful black woman, man. And yeah, they hate Sinji, bro. They scared of her and they hate her because she speaks truth. All right, and they don't like it because they fit the men that she's talking about. Oh shit! I lost my sound. Cynthia B21. All right, hey, put it on in the chat if you guys can hear me. Oh shit. Okay. All right, y'all can hear me? Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Because Cynthia B21 said she couldn't hear. Yeah, so I was saying, yeah, man. They hate Cynthia G because they are the kind of men that she's talking about. The only men that have a problem with Cynthia G are the men that she's talking about. Real men don't have no problem with Cynthia G. The brothers who are out here doing it right, taking care of their kids, loving their wives, trying to build something, trying to do some things to turn some youth around, who out here working in the community, don't have any problems with Cynthia G. And not bothered by what Cynthia G says at all. Because she's right. She's right. She's 100% right. And they mad because she, they are the type of men that she's talking about. And shout out to Cynthia G. What did she say? One of her, favorite lines is a hit dog holler. That's what's going on. Reg is a hit dog. You know, real men love Cynthia G. Real black men, they love Cynthia G. They love her. Real black men don't have no problem with Cynthia G whatsoever. We actually love her. I'm glad she getting on niggas. I think it's hilarious. It's sad too because she hits you with so much truth. You know, it's really sad too, man. Because as an older brother, man, I feel sometimes, man, that I fail because this crop of black men ain't shit. They're not. Oh, they act less than that. They act worse than that, Azura. I was talking to Zeb on RBR's panel the other day. I thought he was fucking 18 years old or 19. The motherfucker said he was 30 years old. I almost fucking threw my hat. Fucking hat almost flew off my head. What the fuck? Fuck with these goddamn 30-year-olds, bro. What the hell done happened to the what done happened to the 30 to 35-year-olds? Why are they walking around here with the mentality of teenagers? She is. I don't see nothing that she said wrong, Kendall. And you ain't gonna come in here and badmouth her either, because I light you up over Cynthia G. I love Cynthia G. I'm a big supporter of hers. So you ain't gonna come in here and say nothing crazy about it either. You'll get fucked up over here too. Exactly, Cynthia B21. And that's my whole problem with these dating coaches. They're not teaching these boys how to work on themselves. They're going out there. These boys are mentally unstable. They are emotionally unstable, and they're carrying guns. They're out here shooting infants. They're killing women. They're killing their mothers, grandmothers. And he's trying to teach these boys how to get girls. These boys, forget about girls. These boys need to be reeled in, and their minds need to be set right. Yeah, I ain't never disagreed with Cynthia G about anything. I agree with everything she says because I see everything she's talking about. I haven't seen her. There hasn't been one thing she, that she said that I disagree with. Everything she talks about, I see. It is blatant. I don't know how y'all can't see what she's talking about. I mean, it's fucking obvious. I mean, you got these niggas. Look, you got black dudes who all their life being supported by black women. Okay? I'm gonna tell y'all right now, quiet as kept. A lot of these dudes that get famous and get rich, it's because of black women. Black women go to the movies, they spend money, they buy shit. Men don't do it. We don't. The only reason why we go to the movies is because we taking our girls. We taking our women. If I didn't have a wife, I would never go to the fucking movies. I'll wait to get the shit on fucking a cable. I wouldn't go to a goddamn movie. I wouldn't buy shit. I'll be sitting in the goddamn house with everything in the house, what one fucking color? Black. I have black furniture, black walls. Every goddamn thing would be black, except the windows. I wouldn't give a fuck about decorations. I wouldn't give a damn because I'm a man. Give me my motherfucking couch or my lazy boy chair, my motherfucking drink, and my big ass screen TV. I'm good. Give me some snacks. I'm good. We we don't buy nothing. The only time we support motherfuckers, okay, we watch football, right? But if you go to a football game, there's more women there than men. You don't believe me? Go to an NFL football game and look at all the women in the goddamn stadium. The women in the stadium outnumber the men in the stadium. There are more women at the goddamn football games than men are. If you've never seen that, you've never been to an NFL football game, bro. There are more women in the fucking stands than there are men. No, don't do that, Kendall. Yeah. All right, we're not gonna get into that. This is not a disagree with Cynthia. I'm not gonna allow that. We're not gonna do that. Y'all not gonna use me as a catalyst to disagree with her. If you disagree with her, be brave enough to go on her show and disagree with her. You're not gonna use my show as some kind of backdoor way to disagree with her. Okay? You got a problem with her, you go on her show and you be brave enough to come up there and express your disagreement. You're not going to use my show or my channel to backdoor her. Okay? But yeah, there's more women at the goddamn football games than men. I remember when I went to see the Giants play, right? Because I'm from Jersey. Man, I was in the fucking, I was in the stands. I couldn't believe, yo, I looked around, yo, there was women everywhere. God damn, I mean, the halftime show, there was more women. I mean, there was women everywhere. There are more. When you go to these sporting events, you swear there's a bunch of dudes there, right? No. The women at these sporting events outnumber the men. Even in the college football games. There's mad women at these college football games. Man, there's so many women at these damn college football games, they be getting the goddamn fights. You don't believe me? Go to a fucking Alabama LSU game once you see a whole bunch of women up there fight. It'd be mad women at them fucking. It'd be mad women at Louisiana and fucking Alabama. Are you fucking kidding me? It's mad women up in there. I mean, man. I mean, they be up in that motherfucker fighting too, with their jerseys on, representing hard than the motherfucker. You see more women walking around there with jerseys than you see brothers. The women buy more of them goddamn jerseys than men do. Why you think everything? Why you think almost every retail business or anything worth any fucking thing, okay, is catered to women? Men don't spend. Men don't buy shit. We buy some electronics. We only need one goddamn store. We cool. We get everything out of one fucking store. We get our shoes, socks, drawers, a suit, jacket out of one goddamn store. Women need multiple stores because they have a variety. They're different, right? And women get the men to spend money. It's the women that support you motherfuckers. Not the men. The women get the money from their men. So a lot of you motherfuckers are rich and famous because of black women. You think black men got you. Black men ain't got you. It's the black women that got you. They don't want to spend all the goddamn money dragging us to the fucking movies, kicking and screaming and shit, because they want to see you, because they think you cute and all that, and you a black man, and you a big old actor, and they driving us out of our fucking mind. I mean, one time my wife drove me to the fucking movie because I didn't even want to go. Shit, I wanted to go to sleep. He dragged me out the house, put me in the fucking car, in the passenger seat, got in the goddamn driver's seat, and peeled the fuck off. Because she wanted to go see one of Tyler Perry movies. It's the black women that's supporting you dudes, man. Y'all don't blame me? I've been to professional games. Go to these professional games, NFL, NBA, and you will see that, especially in college, women dominate in college. I couldn't believe. When I first went to an Alabama LSU game, dog, I could not believe my fucking eyes. The women fucking dwarfed the men. There were so many fucking college football fans there that were women. It fucked my head up. I remember one time I was standing in the fucking lobby just looking at the sheer number of women that was out there. I was like, God damn, it was like looking into a sea of women. Some guy would have a woman with him, and she had like 9 of her friends with her and shit. Some came in groups, 30, 40 women at one time coming in groups, all with their jerseys on and shit. They jerseys and they like, I mean, the women and just shit, they worse than the goddamn men. They over there getting in fights and shit. The men are over there trying to watch the damn game. The women are arguing with each other because they rabid fans. They arguing and calling each other bees and shit. They fucking fighting and getting thrown out the motherfucker. Not only are they supporting the game, they're over there making spectacles and shit out of themselves. Same thing in the NFL, man. Mama Ray said she a big Cowboy fan. I've been to a Cowboy game. A lot of women love the Cowboys. There are more female Cowboy fans than men, Cowboy fans. Y'all be shocked, bro. Even though we watch football and they don't pay attention to football on TV, right? Okay, they don't pay no fucking attention. We watch. They don't even like to watch football on TV. They rather watch one of their stories or some shit like that, right? My wife doesn't even give a fuck about no football, but let me talk about I got tickets to a fucking game. All of a sudden, when we going? Like, what do you mean we? I thought you didn't like football. No, but I want to go to a game. Like, what are you talking about? You don't even, you said that you didn't like football. No, but I'm going to go to a game. Seriously. I guarantee y'all, your girl, right? She probably on some shit now. I want to watch the game on TV. She want to do something else. You can watch the game, Y'all taking turns. You watching the little TV. She watching the big TV in the room. And you watching the game. She don't give a fuck about the game. But let your ass get 2 tickets to the game. And watch what happens. You'll come bouncing out that damn room like a lightning strike. Oh, what am I going to wear? I've never been to a game before. Like, wait a minute. What do you mean, what are you going to wear? You never been to a game before. Oh, honey, do you think this look good? What's our team colors? Our team? You get putting makeup on her face, looking like a cowboy and a Steeler. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Where was all of this when the game go? Oh, I don't like watching it, but I want to go to one. What? They like that, y'all. They don't give a shit about the game on TV, but I tell you what, get 2 fucking tickets and watch what happened. Now you got some sisters who like to watch the game who are diehard fans. They'll sit there and watch the games with you. They're actually fun to watch the game with some of the ones who know what they're talking about. I like the ones who don't know. See, my wife don't know shit about football, right? And she'll sit up there, call fucking dunks and shit, touchdowns, dunks, and all. You know what I'm saying? So she don't know shit about. She called a dunk one time a touchdown and called a touchdown a dunk. You know, so you know she's hilarious, right? So I like watching games with her. But you got some sisters who been watching games since they were kids and got a little knowledge, that can really hold a conversation with you and shit. You know what I'm saying? They can hold it up. They can handle up. Talking about running backs, so like, okay, he ain't no good running back. He injury prone. I don't even know why we got him. What's wrong with the coach? Why they keep getting these injury prone players? They can handle it. Get into a goddamn discussion with you about it. Talking about the injury list and shit. All kinds of shit. But like I said, they can be on some shit. Nah, I'm gonna watch the game. You can watch it. But let your ass get 2 motherfucking tickets. And he gonna be on your ass. And going to be shopping. Oh, we got to go get a jersey. We got to go get the makeup. I got to get the wig. You spending hundreds of motherfucking dollars and shit so she could be made up to go to the goddamn fucking game. Like, damn, babe, what's all of this? Well, I got to get a jersey. I'm a fan. A fan? I didn't know you. I thought you didn't like football. Now all of a sudden you a fan and whatnot. Yo, women be on it like that. That's why I love women, man. That's why I love black women so much, because they're unpredictable and they do stuff like that. It's funny, man. Like, it's beautiful at the same time, because they hit you with this shit and you don't even know what the hell's going on. Like, wait a minute. You never said you liked football. You don't even like watching it on TV. And all of a sudden you get 2 tickets and they on your motherfucking ass, right? Then you got to take them to go get a goddamn jersey, get them the fucking makeup. They got to paint a number on their face. You got to get the wig and all that. The women be doing all that. They do that more than the fucking men do. So to get back on track, a lot of you brothers, man, it's the women, it's the black women that support you, right? And so when you get your money, you give black women your ass to kiss and come out and do shameful shit like Michael B. Jordan talking about he don't want to date black women. See, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have no respect for any black man who says that he don't want to date black women. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear nothing about, well, he want to date. I don't want to hear nothing about that, bro. I don't care nothing about that. Second, y'all. Dang, come here real quick.
Yeah. What's up, Max?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I gotta reboot.
Okay. All right, everybody. Hi, Kendall, Mama Rain, Rose Speak. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm on vacay. So I can't like really use I don't have my computer with me, so my phone limits me. So I'm hollering at y'all instead of writing to y'all. So a lot of sisters just want to do things with their man. It ain't just about bedroom acrobatics. Kendall, why you want to know where I'm at? I tell you when I'm leaving from there, not while I'm there.
Okay, I'm back, y'all.
All right.
Excuse me.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you're right, Kendall. Okay, Dame, I'm back. Thank you. Yeah, so a lot of sisters want to do things with them. I agree with Kendall Rowland there, right? Black women are beautiful, man. It's like I said, I love them. And for a black man to be birthed by a black woman, be raised by a black woman, and to be supported by a black woman to the point where he become a superstar, and then turn around, got nerve to fix his fucking face, talking about he don't date black women. It's a black man that black men should disown right away. Michael B. Jordan should no longer be a black man to us. And any black man that comes out and says some shit like that should automatically be removed from being black men. We should not claim him. We should be embarrassed of him. And we should disown him. And we should turn against him the way he turned against black women. Listen, we got to start having some honor, brothers. We got to start standing for something. We got to start putting our foot in the ground and making a goddamn stand. Black man who's been birthed by a black woman, who's been raised by a black woman, who's been supported by a black woman, even to the point of superstardom, has no fucking business saying that he don't date black women or don't want to date black women. Okay? This choice shit is fucking everybody up. This choice shit is giving you an excuse not to be loyal. You see, you don't understand. When you don't know how to be loyal, you don't know how to be faithful. So if you're not loyal to your women, you won't be faithful to them. Because you're not loyal, because you have no loyalty to them. So you don't care about them. So you won't be faithful to them. A man like that can't be trusted. A man like that is not loyal to black women. A man like that, black support should be pulled immediately. We got to start hitting these motherfuckers where it hurt. Okay, you don't like black women? Well, guess what? We don't like you, and we no longer financially support you, and we will no longer support anything that you do. That's the goddamn stance we got to take. We got to let motherfuckers know that there's consequences, big consequences for disrespecting our people, disrespecting our women, and turning into a fucking sellout against our women. We gotta let motherfuckers know loud and clear that it's a goddamn consequence. We gotta start being fucking men and start standing up for our goddamn people. Start standing up for our women. A motherfucker come out and say some shit like that, he should be made an example of by black men. Black men should come out and say, all right, well, you know what, Mr. Jordan, check this out. Since you don't want to date black women, you don't like black women, well, guess what? As black men, we don't consider you black anymore. You ain't our brother, and we don't.
All right, everybody.
Shit like that against our people. Any black man that says some shit like that, it should be hell to pay. There should be hell to pay. And as black men, we got to start making these motherfuckers pay in hell. I just had up here and told you that more fucking black women support the goddamn NFL than black men. And I'm gonna say something else. You see, black women are very cute, right? You know, when they love you, they really love you, man. They want to be next to you. They want to go places with you. You know, you can't even go out to dinner with them without some of them picking at your food, right? You order something, they order something and shit. And when your food get there, they all in your plate. Like, what you got? I got what I ordered. While you over here minding my business? No, I just want to see what you got. It looks so good. What do you mean it looks so good? It's the same shit I always get. Yeah, but it just looks good on your plate. Okay, if you want to come over there and start taking off fork, right? Eating off your plate. But I love that though. That's the beauty of black women. I love when they do cute stuff like that. I love it. How can you not love that? My wife does it to me all the time. And she always played that talking about something. Oh, I ain't gonna touch your plate this time. Like, yeah, right. Every time I say that, so I get some, so my plate come, you all in my plate. How come you ain't interested in your own plate? I just want to see what you got. I just want to taste it. And then it should be I'm like, what's that? What? Wow, you want some? Oh, I just want to taste. You know, I'll be like, okay. But I love it though. I love it. How can you not love something like that? You know, and they support us in every way. They go to the games and they hardcore. Even in high school, you see the moms out there. When I played high school and we played games, our big rivalry, when I played for Snyder High School, our big rivalry was North Bergen. Them big white boys up there from North Bergen, right? Man, them games was jam-packed. Number of mamas in the damn stands. It was mamas who filled them stands. Even in Little League, their mamas out there. You hardly see fathers out there. There's mamas out there. Now, I'm not saying that the father, now, some fathers are working and, as respect to some fathers can't be there, because they're working, they're paying the bills, they're working. So it's not all because the mamas out there that is nothing but deadbeat dads. No, some brothers are out there working hard. And the mother goes to the practices, or the father tries to make whatever practices he can because he's the breadwinner. So sometimes, he's got to work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm well aware that there's some brothers out there who can't make it because they're doing the right thing. They're out there working and supporting. So the wife goes, the mother goes. But still, the mothers are all in the damn stands. And 9 times out of 10, ask a goddamn college coach or a fucking high school coach who we got to deal with most of the time. It's the mama. A lot of them fucking hate it because they got to deal with the mama. And the mama loves her boy. My baby, no. How come my baby didn't get the ball? How come my baby is sitting on the bench? How come? And you check this out. Y'all think that women into sports and don't see what the fuck going on? Let their baby play a position that you didn't think they knew anything about, right? And let their baby be sitting on the bench. And watch won't they step to you at the end of the game. Coach Shakeburger, I want to have a word with you. My name is Leanne. And listen, my boy is Hector Berger. No relation between you and me. You ain't his daddy, so don't worry about it. My boy name is Hector, and he didn't get in the game. Now, he a tight end. Now, don't tight ends supposed to run down the field and catch long passes? How come that quarterback ain't throw him one pass? My boy good. My boy got hands. Ma'am, your boy drops everything we throw to him. No, not my baby. My baby can catch. No, ma'am, your baby can. My baby can catch. Don't you sit up here and tell me my baby can't catch. You just want to put you discriminate against my baby. You don't want my baby to play. Who that boy you got playing? Is that your son or something? You showing favoritism? No, you can't tell them about their baby, man. Even if their baby ain't shit. And the coach is trying, this is what I love about black women, right? The coach is trying to tell her that her boy ain't no good at tight end. Maybe we're going to put him out there. Nah, my boy can catch. Ma'am, your boy can't catch. Yes, he can. You just ain't throw him the ball. You don't throw him one time. You got to throw it to him more than that. Sometimes he got to warm up. I play catch with him every day in the backyard. He catch everything I throw at him. Well, how you throw it at him? I throw it to him underhand. Well, man, we don't throw underhand over here. Hey, throw it to him underhand. Watch he catch it. But we don't have a quarterback that can throw an underhand ball that far, man. You know, y'all better throw my baby the ball. I'm going to report you to the Board of Education. Black mothers love their boys so much that they're willing to ignore some flaws sometimes. And check this out, they'll even try to coach their boy. I've seen black women try to coach their boys. I'm serious. I've seen black women get a football, don't even know how to throw it, but try to get a guy to throw the ball to him. Here, throw my baby the ball. I'm going to try to help him catch. As he throwing the ball and she looking at his hands, okay, babe, I see what the problem is. See, when the ball comes to you, your hands ain't coming quick enough. That's why the ball hitting you falling. Bring your hands in a little bit quicker. After trying to teach your boy how to catch. I've seen that happen. We don't appreciate our mothers for everything that they do. They do so much for us. Hell, they do everything for us. Where would we be if we didn't have our single black mothers? But you got guys who will tell you that there's something wrong with single black mothers, that they're raising the boys and the boys are messed up and it's their fault. Even though the single black mother is doing everything that she can. And I'm glad I'm not the only one that sees this. Dr. Umar Johnson sees the same thing. Dr. Claude Anderson sees the same thing. That single black mothers are doing everything they can. The fathers ain't diddly squat. The fathers ain't doing shit. And you got the nerve to sit up here and talk bad about our single black mothers. See, I don't get that. I can't get lucky like that in real life. I don't get nobody around me talking crazy like that. Most of my friends grew up with single black mothers. And all of them are doing good. Got jobs, taking care of their families, being fathers to their children. I wish somebody would say some crazy shit. See, I can't get that lucky. See, they know better than to bring this shit into mainstream life. They get away with this shit on social media. They can talk this punk shit on social media. You ain't gonna come out in real life and say that shit to another grown man's face. You ain't gonna talk crazy like that. I guarantee it. You think a coward like Game Changer will talk crazy like that to a real man? All them homos over there in the manosphere, taking their shirts off for one another, calling each other ugly, talking about they want topless pics of each other. Send me a pic with your shirt off. Send me a pic with your shirt off. I want to see some pecs. I want to see some pecs. Niggas looking at each other with their shirts off and shit. And they don't think nothing wrong with that. We got to get out of this, it ain't got nothing to do with me type phase. As black men, we got to start doing something. We got to stop letting all this shit happen. We got to stop being afraid and start getting up and saying something and putting our foot in somebody's ass if we have to start getting shit straightened out. Can't just keep sitting here talking about something. Well, it ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't none of my peoples. Well, it is your peoples. You can't sit up here and say black people ain't your people and just sit up here and complain that your people are fucked up. If you stop ignoring the issues that your people are having and try to help your people, rather than trying to exploit your people like you're a white man. So a lot of these brothers got this mentality: if you can't beat them, join them, which is the worst mentality you can have. You know why? Because if you have that kind of mentality, then the black woman's going to look at you as you done gave up, and you're supposed to be her protection. You done rolled over and went belly up like a dog. She walking by you lying on the ground and a white man tickling your belly. And your tongue is hanging out and your hands is up and your feet are up like a little goddamn dog getting his tummy rubbed. I mean, you don't even understand what you look like going after your women like this. And you so messed up in the mind that you actually think that what you're doing is an act of manhood, when it's the very antithesis of manhood. And you don't even realize how you look to the rest of the world. You look like a big ass bully. You look like a coward. You look like a sissy. You look like somebody that regularly get his ass kicked. You look like somebody that no one should be afraid of. You look non-productive. And you look weak. And on top of that, thank goodness for Tinder. Is that what y'all say? Thank goodness for Tinder. Because you can put your profile on Tinder, and in hours you're fucking. And look at what that mentality is costing you in the real world. Look at what it's costing you. In the real world, you don't count. Nobody respects you. You don't count. And let me tell you something. You think that you're gonna live off the white man forever? The white man ain't trying to let you live off of him. He knows that he supports you. You don't support yourself. You're not self-sustainable. You can't go out here and create no fucking resources or got no goddamn resources. You're too goddamn cowardly for that. You're scared. And so you're trying to live off the white man. That's why you a coon. That's why many of you are sellouts. Because you are too cowardly to face the white man like a man on even ground. You are afraid of him. You are afraid of him. So you think the best way to get in his good graces is to learn how to do and learn how to enjoy giving him fellatio. Because that's what you're doing when you're selling out. You're giving a white man fellatio. Do you want me to do it, y'all? Do you want me to do the Michael Buffer thing? Type of one in the chat if you want me to do the Michael Buffer thing. I want to see how many people want the Michael Buffer thing that I do. Type of one in the chat and I'll hit you with the Michael Buffer thing. Hold on, Dame is here. Let me do a quick Dave. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm frozen. Kendall. All right. Can y'all hear me now? Okay, I don't know what's going on. I may have to shut down the stream. I can't get any. Damn, can you hear me? I'm not getting any responses from the chat. I don't know if my chat is backed up or what. Am I being delayed, y'all? Am I coming in with a delay? Because y'all taking, I don't know if y'all taking a long time to respond or am I being delayed? Damn, am I being delayed?
Okay. Auntie and Bro Speak so they can hear you.
How come I don't see that on my chat?
Okay. I'm on there. Go out and come in. Okay.
I don't know where I came in. I don't know what's wrong with my chat. Why is my chat so behind?
He said, Bro Speak said it might be on your end. Check your Wi-Fi and all that other stuff. See if there's some kind of interference. Because
No,
I did hear you
I got,
Borging for a second.
I do got
And
full
digitizing.
bars. All right, well, they can hear me. All right, so. Okay, Dane.
Okay.
Catch your breath now, old lady. All right. All right, so like I was saying. Okay, Dan, go on mute. So like I was saying, okay, so I got ones in the chat. They want to hear the Michael Buffer thing. Okay, so the black man who's selling out to the white man, right? He has to go through a ceremony. That means that ceremony involves him giving the white man's fellatio. So they go in kind of like, you know, the Italians when they make a man, right? You know, when somebody gets made, they go into this room and there's a man at the front and there's two men on the side. And one of those men on the side has a microphone. That's Michael Buffer. And there's a big old pillow sitting on the floor right in front of that man who's sitting down on this thing that looks like a big ass throne. He stands up, drops his pants, and the brother who sells out goes there and get on his knees on that pillow, opens his mouth wide, and then Michael Buffer comes in and goes, let's get ready to fellatio. Y'all got me acting crazy as hell. So you niggas done sold out, and you think that the white man is going to support you for the rest of your life, and he's going to support you forever. Man, this white man thinking about kicking your head in or kicking it clean off. He ain't trying to support you. Right now, supporting you is a means to an end. But as soon as he figure out a formula to effectively get rid of you, he's going to show you how much he wants to support you. And you stupid motherfuckers, your real support system, you're destroying. Your black woman is the only support system you got. The white man ain't your support system. Ain't nobody else your support system but the black woman. And by you trying to separate yourself from her, all you're doing is destroying your support system. Non-black women aren't your support system. They're not. They don't know you like that. They don't know you from birth. They don't know you in the womb. The black woman knew you when you were in the womb. She knew you before you were you. She knew you in the womb. Non-black women don't know you like that. You was created by a black woman's body. She knows you. Don't no other woman knows you like that. They can't support you like the black woman can because they don't know you. They don't know you when you was in the womb like the black woman knows you. You destroy your support system. And that white man, he's about to checkmate you because he got you relying on him and he's your enemy. You stupid to be relying on your enemy for survival. You got to be the dumbest person on earth. Who the fuck relies on their enemy for survival? You got to be out of your goddamn mind. This white man is your enemy, dog. And you're relying on him for survival? For him to feed your family? You got to be crazy. So he about to checkmate you. He got you relying on him for survival, and he got you to turn against your woman. And because you have turned against your woman is now retaliating, defending herself, and turning back on you. And she's turning her back on you. And I'm telling you right now, if you lose her, you're done. You're done. You're done. She's all we got. We ain't got nobody else. Maybe one of these days, you niggas will understand that. It'll probably be too late, though. You feel me? And with that being said, that is the end of Gangster Talk for the night. I want to thank everybody for coming to the podcast. I appreciate it. I had some fun tonight. Ladies' Night will return next week. Dame, come on in here if you can.
Yeah. All right, I'm here.
Did you enjoy the podcast?
What I heard of, yes, I did.
Did you hear the last part of what I said?
No, sorry.
All right. Well, you can play it back later. All right, we're getting ready to get out of here. Can you play the music?
No, I cannot.
Okay. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Gangster Talk. Dame is still on her little vacation. Dame, you still drinking?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What you got?
Stella Rose.
Oh, they ain't got the Stella Rose. Did you eat your $40 cornbread yet?
More like a $40 fish.
Yeah, $40 pieces of cornbread and
No,
fish. Dame over there doing it in style, yo. Eating up $40 pieces of cornbread, had her goose. Now she got Stella Rose. You understand? All right, y'all. Dame is on her little vacation in Atlanta. She's in it. The queen of the E Nation is in Atlanta right now, y'all, on a retreat with her sisters, and they're having some fun. You know, it's a ladies' night out over there. So Dame right now is having a real ladies' night out, y'all. All right. Dan, you want to say something before we get out of here?
Good night. Peace, power, and unity. Enjoy yourselves. Have fun.
All right, y'all. We're going to end it. We ain't got the music because the Dame is in Atlanta. You know, she's my engineer, too. She wears many hats in the E Nation. And so I'm just going to end it. I just want to thank everybody for coming out. Ladies' Night will return in full force next week. With the Thunder Princess and the Lady Night will be there. Yours truly will be there, and we're going to be having some fun. We're going to, we got some new games we're going to spring on y'all. And, and we'll be back to our regular Ladies' Night, all right? Shout out to A.R.C, Cynthia B21, Bro Speak, as always, showing up. That's my man's. Kendall Rowland, always provide the spark. Mama Rain doing a cameo in here tonight. Who else? Azura Saint doing a cameo. Appreciate it. Not sure who the person was who said they wasn't black. Don't know what that was about. Okay. Shout out for the Deacon coming through. All right. Hassan Burton coming through. All right. And again, Kendall Rowland always making it interesting. All right. And shout out to the great Cynthia G. We love you over here at the Ebony Star Network. And with that, y'all, peace, power, unity. And we will see you next week for Ladies Night. All right.